Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Survival Chaos. Let's just jump in against the PvP here. So, once again, I cannot express how awesome the response has been. You guys are, by far my favorite community that I've encountered on the internet, so thank you for making my channel such a great place. It's really been a ton of fun, and I can't wait to keep, doing more content and growing more and more. But, you guys are the few, the proud, and I'm thrilled to have you guys. So we're going to be doing random, hopefully, and we get the demons. So now the infernal drop. So the demons are basically expensive, incredibly powerful, great building damage. Their buildings heal. It's a tough race to beat, frankly. And I will be doing the Reign of Chaos every 120 seconds. So, and then that gives plus 5% drop rate, plus 6. Oh, this is wonderful. So, this is a little ridiculous, but as the demons, I feel like we have to. So, we are playing against the Naga, the Dwarves, and the Night Elves, and we've seen how irritating the Night Elves can be. So, we will definitely be looking into that. Someone is pinging me. We will see why. Ooh, this music is very loud for me. Let me just drop that down just a little bit. There it is. Great. And so, great, we are chewing through the Night Elves. Good. Well, to be fair, as demons, we're going to be chewing through just about everyone. I think there's something weird going on with my sound. Let me quickly... No. Okay, great. We are going to hit Z5. Ah, that's much better. Okay, great. So we are chewing through them. We've got a few not super great... Ooh, we're probably going to want to pick that up pretty much right away. Does this ping every time I click on something? Yeah, okay. So that's a little irritating, and I don't know how to fix that. But that's gonna... We gonna be fine. Yeah, alright. So we're in good shape. We're doing pretty well. C6. Much better. And I think I will just immediately go. I want to control this as fast as possible. And I know we're going to be pushing into the Naga again, and I know that's what we did kind of last game, and it worked really well. But I don't... I just... Frankly put, I just wish that the Night Elves spawned somewhere else, because then I wouldn't have to do this. Because right now I feel like I do really have to. And that being said, they are pushing against me harder than I anticipated, so I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay. Here we go. They're pushing in. Completed demonic strength. Good. And they are doing... Oh my goodness. That's a lot of damage to the Night Elf barracks here. Ooh, lordy. Alright. And so how long does it take? Every 120 seconds. Okay. Also, if you guys want any more ridiculous, any more ridiculous strategies that you guys want to suggest, please let me know. Yeah, there's something very strange going on with my, game here. Oh well. We will persevere. Great, so... That's going well. Yeah, so I mean, things are going pretty well. You know, we have lost control of the middle, but we should be able to take that back pretty quickly. Especially considering that, you know, we've got a very strong push going down here. We have level 1 melee. So, you know, things are looking up and up and up. I should pick up Death Coil soon, just because that provides a tremendous amount of potential, you know, stickability. And okay, I think I've fixed it. Here, if I click on the map, okay, yeah, all right. So that was just a weird little blip on the old radar, but we're back, 100%. And so basically, just to explain, the upgrade that I picked up is a thing that lets us drop infernals, see, as in like right here, every 2 minutes at a random point on the map. So really, it's kind of it's a troll equivalent of a. If he should be throwing units out right now, frankly. He should be throwing units out. Why is he... Oh, buddy, that was way too late. Okay, they're gonna push me back, but we did, frankly, a lot more damage than we should have there. Which I'm not complaining about, but I just feel as though for him, he might have preferred less damage. Great. And this is one of the most important things to do, in my mind, as a Night Elf player, is especially... Oh, there it is. It's just angry. I love this. As a Night Elf player, is to upgrade your life as quickly as possible, because your druids, which are so essential to kind of the Night Elf playstyle, will get picked off right away. Let's drop the sound ever so slightly. And we can bump up the sound effects a little bit. Previous menu, return to game. Great. So we've captured that neutral building as well. We're going to be snagging basic fell magic. This is going to be an irritating thing to deal with, but we're going to be able to deal with it. Great, we're chewing through them here, and now we are going to be clashing in the open fields in front of the mine. So, once again, you know, they're doing damage to us, but they're not having it all their way either. Okay, so the good news is, it looks like we're going to be able to hold this off without a tremendous amount of resources having to go into it. 8, 7, 6... 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to be able to pick this up and then nuke them with a little fireball barrage here. So that's a beautiful thing to see. And how are they doing? Oh, 3 and 2. Okay, so they're going much deeper into upgrades than I have. But that's kind of understandable at this point. Oh, and we are chewing into their barracks. That's a lovely thing to see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Alright, so we're holding at least. 2, 1. And then, yeah, I mean, the thing is, we're pushing them off. We should be okay now. I will pick up basic cursed stones. I will throw out a few more units here. But I think that should be more than enough to handle. And then in the middle, we are, you know, I wouldn't say we are the dominant force, but we're definitely contending for that position here. And then, oh, and then we have the Infernal coming in as well. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing to see. This might be the push that we need against the Night Elves. And if we're actually able to pick this, let's watch this. If we're actually able to pick this barracks out, then that yep, and there it goes. So we got the first barracks. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. I'm going to spend a little... Okay, so... immediately left. I have such mixed feelings about it because I understand the feeling of how devastating... I mean, you guys have seen me on my channel. I have been picked off so quickly in early game. But you're really... The thing is, you're still really able to affect how the game runs. Even with, you know, one barracks, one barracks, even 2 down. Hell, I've even seen people really influence things with no fortress, basically just 1 barracks and a turret. And really, really screw something up for another player. And to me, just, you know, quitting so early really deprives you and the game of having this entirely different kind of aspect of things towards it. my lone Infernal is gonna come smack Revi's badonk right there. And we are going to be picking up some nice salvage here, some real good salvage. So we're sitting at 1800. I would rather, right now, probably just keep pushing up. I mean, keep pushing my... Ooh. I'm going to do more basic Reign of Chaos. I would just be happier getting more of these upgrades in order to kind of like really solidify my units, and then going for you know, kind of the more technological aspect of things, especially since we're going to be picking up a lot more salvage from these turrets and even potentially these other barracks, since they're really, really suffering. I will be picking up more basic drop sites. Oh, huge push coming in by us, from us against the Naga. The Naga have very wisely decided to upgrade their barracks a little bit. As we've discovered last time, I mean, as we discussed last time, I think one of the biggest issues that Naga players have is that they ignore how weak their buildings are. Yes, their units are, you know, in certain cases devastatingly powerful, but the softness that they have when it comes to like hand-to-hand damage, you know, towards buildings, is really something that can be ignored with devastating circumstances, just because, you know, if they have negative 20% health. That's crazy for buildings. That is insane. Because, you know, we've seen and we've had our buildings just melt, just vanish because of the damage that they're able to output, and because of how little, you know, health the Naga buildings can actually deal with. Okay, so we are devastating Lever Blue right now, and it looks like the Dwarves have not actually really been capitalizing on the Blue's weakness. I don't know what's going on against the Naga, because I'm sure that that's a whole thing within itself, but, you know, we've been really able... All of the Night Elf salvage looks like it might be going to us, unless there's some real pickup in terms of slack against the... for the Dwarves, that means. I don't know why it's so hard for me to speak English today, but I will be trying my best. Good. So we are pushing, we are charging down here. We are... Okay, so our Chaos Citadel has just peaked. Has not peaked, has just upgraded. And what I think I'm really going to be doing right now is, because the Naga are still, you know, it's just a push and a pull, a push and a pull, a push and a pull. I want to ensure that that stops, so I'm going to be upgrading the Chaos Spire next. I think that's going to be my next real choice here. Another good one to have is probably the Fear Aura, but I don't think we need to pick that up right away. So I don't know why this corner is such a fan for us, but it really, we love this corner. We love dropping Infernals in that corner and right there. Not ideal, strategically speaking, but that being said, not the end of the world either. So here comes a big, big push. And I think I might actually... Doesn't affect buildings. I might send our Pit Lord out against this. Depending on how much gold we're going to have. Otherwise, I mean, it's just going to be another unit hold. 3 to 9 armor reduction. Or our Fire Lord. Yeah, I think we're going to be popping the Fire Lord, some Fiends, and some Succubi. So I just want all the melee to gather up. There it is. Great. And now we're really, really... Yeah, now we're fine. Now we're going to hold more than... And once again, I know I was initially kind of lukewarm on the health bars, but my god, it gives you so much good tactical information. So, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You have convinced me. I am a believer in the health bar now. A full believer. Rage Pyre is level 4. That's a beautiful thing to see. Great, we're sitting at 816, 832, 844, 860, 961. We are just charging up the gold income, so that is lovely. We're at 1076, 1092, and here comes another little push, and at this point it is over for the Night Elves. I guess the lever blew at this point. Strong choice to send Jared out when your fortress is about to be under attack. Great, and that's what I was looking for. I'm going to pick this up. Let's get that Chaos Spire. Let's get this Fear Aura. And let's just keep pushing this nonsense. Basic extra shards. That looks crazy good. We'll see. I mean, those are definitely going to be kind of like the more specialist items, I guess we'll call it that way. That's if we're sitting with a lot of gold and we're not under a tremendous amount of pressure from any real front here. Like, for instance, if we can just pick this barracks, that would be phenomenal. Oh, and it looks like we are going to be able to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to be able to do it? It is incredibly close, but yes, there it goes. There goes the top barracks. So that's 900 extra gold for us. Hopefully Zlatogriv is going to hold on. Because, you know, we've gotten to the point where the Naga can still really... Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I am indeed a fucker. Is orange? Yeah. I do love my fruit. You know, trying to keep it light. Because it's a game, we're supposed to have fun. I have fun when I lose, I have a lot of fun when I win. Like, that's... I'm not gonna say, like, oh, you know, I have fun all the time. I have more fun when I win. Winning is more fun. But this... Okay. He's not as thrilled as I had initially anticipated, but it happens. Orange fucker. I kind of want to, in a world where tattoos were jokes and weren't permanent and, you know, painful, oh, they've lost their... Oh my god. The Dwarves have lost their left barracks against the Night Elves. Interesting. So we're gonna keep going with this economy while, you know, while we're basically winning on both fronts that we're dealing with. I'm going to keep going for the economy, kind of really solidifying this lead and trying to extend it as far and as quickly as possible. I would also like to retake the middle if I could, but at this point, I think it might be better to just let it sit for a little bit. So we're at 1038, 1073, because I would like to perhaps put a little more pressure on this front to keep the Night Elves completely off their game. Now, here's one thing. I just hope we don't weaken it enough. Oh, I mean, that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to weaken that front enough so the Naga are going to be able to sweep in and just take it. So, Lever Blue has lost... Oh! Was that from us? I think it was. That is very pleasant. And I'm going to be picking up the basic extra shards here. Because now 4... Infernals will be hitting the field instead of 2. And that, all of a sudden, could really swing a few different lanes. Oh my days. The Naga have shown up with a vengeance. Clearly unhappy with their lot in life. I mean, clearly, he definitely let us know. Fuck you. Which, you know, honestly, fair. Demons are not fun to play into, that's for sure. Do I want to pick up Unholy damage, or do I want to improve my magic? No, I think I'm actually right now going to have to build up my middle, because the Naga are having a very strong push with the middle. Well, actually, the Naga are having a very strong push pretty much bloody well everywhere. And Lady Vosh has single-handedly been holding us off. Oh, it's because she's also under Arcane Aura. That would explain a devastating amount. So we're at 1043, 1078. Good, 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 good. And we're coming in here to help kind of mop up whatever's left of this flank. I can't say it's a tremendous amount. And we've got a nice little blob going down this way. But we are going to have to be much more careful with the... Oh, and I've completely forgotten, because the Dwarves lost their barracks, this is now a free lane for me, basically. Because I'll just be charging down this way. That is beautiful. That is lovely. That's amazing. So we're at 1385. And actually, then in that case, I will be doing... I mean, it's just difficult to fully pick here. Yeah, no, I'll be picking again. I'll be picking on the left front, and that's exactly where we wanted that. So we've got 2 more Infernals coming in here, and we have 2 Infernals just screwing up this lane. But with these 2 extra Infernals, this might be enough for us to really tip the balance in our favor, and hopefully just wipe out Lady Vosh here. Once again, the resilience of a single barracks can be really impressive. Okay, so Athissa just went down. And it looks like this is going to be it for Lever Blue. And the middle is still just a complete mess. Come on, Lady Vosh, just go down, it's okay. You don't have to keep fighting, there's no need. There you go. Oh, she's doing more. I don't want to look at the damage she's doing. All of a sudden I got real unhappy. More Fear Aura. And that would also probably be really nice to pick up. Shadow Dance would be good. Oh, Vile Blood. Absolutely, we're picking up Vile Blood. Wow, I mean, the Night Elves are really holding. But once again, I mean, the amount... Your potential to affect the game is so high. It's so high all throughout the game. It really just fully depends on you know, buying your units correctly, you know, making sure your economy is doing decently, and even when you're down to 1 damage, I mean, look how many resources are going into fighting 1 barracks to have 1 barracks left. Okay, so we picked that up. That's nice. Furion is going to be, you know, holding there. Do I want... Yeah, I do want improved Fel Magic. Come on, let's get this last little guy here. We're not going to be able to, are we? Nope. Well, especially with Lady Vosh making an appearance. Again. Oh, I actually did not notice. This is really nice to have all of these. Oh, but that's gonna... because of the timing. I get it now. So yeah, I mean it's messy right now, but it's working. So we're at 1122. And I want to get these improved drop sites here. Actually, let's get more improved Reign of Chaos. That'll be fine. And how are we doing in terms of upgrades? They're 1 and 3, 6 and 3. We're in 4 and 3. Okay, so I mean we're not dominating, but oh my god, once again this one barracks. Bloody Lever Blue. I will probably send Ragepire down just so we can get rid of it. Sending a lot of heroes against the middle. Which is I mean, I don't know what it says, but I know it says something, but I've got no idea what. Fell Magic 2, great, that just popped. Here. Now that things have calmed down, I think we can up the music a little bit again. Great. Awesome, and we're doing a great job of... Okay, wonderful. So here come the Infernals. We're coming to knock on your fortress, and it looks like maybe also your barracks. Here comes the Infernals. That one went for a longer walk than I anticipated. It's okay though, 'cause we're doing okay. We're holding our own, and we are still doing some respectable damage. Do 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 do. Ba ba. Da 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 da. Honestly, major MVP is Furion still there? Yeah, Furion is holding. He is single-handedly devastating the Naga and the demons that are throwing themselves at him. Well done, dude. I mean, low-key, I'm furious that it's been taking so long, but... Oh, Naga under some serious pressure here. We're going to be able to chew this little event down without much issue. But look at this, look at the mess here. Oh, I love it. But it looks like the Dwarves might be enough, especially with Bor and Thornton, to really throw that into their favor. And I will be sending Ragepire down that way. To kind of at least establish ourselves. Okay, so we've got more Infernals coming in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, give me that sweet, sweet gold. 995. Okay, there it is. Okay, close enough. He's part of the unit, at least. Oh, and Jared Shadowsong is here. I mean, it is just a complete mess, and you guys know me, complete messes are my favorite games. I love it when it's just a complete disaster. No one really knows what's going on. It is beautiful. Let's get some more Unholy armor. Because our damage, I mean, look here, we've got 12% damage, so as a general rule, the damage is going to be okay. We're going to be fine when it comes to just our abilities to keep pumping out that damage consistently and just kind of constantly. Consistently and at a high percentage. There it is. That's kind of more the gist that I was going for here. Let's get Advanced Unholy Strength. And Ragepire, you know, he's doing work, and you can actually see all of the units around him's lives just kind of tick down here. And that's a beautiful thing to see. Oh, Furion has gone down, and so I believe that's going to put a major dent into the defenses of that last area. So he is going into Shrine of Zashara level 3 Fine, 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 fine. We're just gonna keep throwing his units back. That is fine. Kind of like, well, they're basically fish people. So like, unright, like fish that we just didn't want in the catch, we're just gonna be throwing back, and that's how it works. This pincer movement may actually be enough for us to finally, you know, take out the blue, and it looks like that's exactly what's happening. We are closing in, and the barracks is starting to take damage again. Oh, but more units have popped out, but the, you know, the dots and the area of effect damage done by the Infernals are doing work, but it looks like Ragepire is going to go down. Unfortunately, he cannot really hold his own against this many units, especially if they're all attacking him directly. But he's still holding. That, you know, there he is, but there he goes. Unfortunately, Ragepire has fallen, but it looks like that has been enough for us to deal a pretty consistent and pretty devastating damage. We're going to be picking up an additional drop site to Lever Blue, and it looks like Lever Blue this is kind of their swan song, absolutely, especially with this push and Zalashir making another appearance. It's big, and they have actually made it much further than I anticipated them making it, but unfortunately it looks like we're going to be able to stop them pretty much dead in their tracks here, especially with the Fell Meteors that are just coming crashing in. We're definitely going to be holding them there. Advanced Gate or Advanced Unholy. Yeah, Lever Blue has been defeated. Well done. So here, now we have 3 drop sites. So all of a sudden, you know, it is messy in the middle because of my Infernals. And what's great is that this is something that just gets worse and worse the longer and longer the game goes on. I mean, look at all the damage that these Infernals are putting out. They've single-handedly cleared up the middle for me. And that's not easy to do. Let's send Ragepire down. Advanced Unholy Armor, fine. And this, we're actually going to be able to pick up a fair few amounts of gold here, just because the heroes are here. Oh, so that's what he was building. So basically, his upgrade is the Faceless One Terror, which replaces the Snap Turtle, I believe. And it's basically a stronger end-of-game siege unit, and it looks like this is going to be a real rough spot for the Naga to be in. Actually, they just used Snapjaw down against the Dwarves. The poor Dwarves, I've completely forgotten that they've been in this game, so I apologize that I have not been covering them, but I straight up forgot they were involved. And I feel kind of bad about it, but we're gonna be getting to know them a lot better, especially now that we are, you know, really going to toe-to-toe with them. And these Infernals have just been massacring them. Okay, but they do have a time limit. That's good, because that would be far beyond overpowered if they didn't. Okay, and so we are chugging away at the Naga on that front, and we've got 6 more Infernals that hit the field, which is great, including one that are going to be hitting the Naga, which is more than fantastic. Okay, so Athissa is going to be going down pretty hard right here. Here we go. So that's a nice little pickup. And we are going to be hitting them. Ugh. Yeah, so the Dwarves, it looks like they're going to be holding on for a little while longer. So are the Naga. But this is all good, because now we are achieving our final form. And we are going into level 3 barracks, and that is great. And see, what their upgrade that they picked up here, actually this is a, you know, a really good, this is why we haven't heard from them, is because they've been going kind of full turtling. Because Reconstruction Aura actually, you know, normally damage to your buildings, whatever damage happens is pretty much there, unless they're really, unless, you know, the building isn't under attack for a long time. But Reconstruction Era really helps that. I mean, look how quickly its HP is going back up, and the fact that those dwarf buildings have kind of a black tinge to them means that they basically it's more building armor and more building health right off the bat, and it makes it really tough to break. I'd rather, just continue my economic power, continue that kind of economic devastation. That way we can, speaking of devastation, continue raining fire from the actual sky. And so we need 7,500 to fully upgrade all of this. We will see if that's in the cards. I believe it is. Okay, so we're actually... So the middle is doing fine. The middle is okay. The dwarves are going to have a rough time here. And, okay, Zalashir, he's the guy that you guys warned me about, and for good reason. He's awful. I hate him. He's super sticky, super tanky. And I'm actually just going to let him I will let him run this lane for a little while. Not for super long, but for a little while. Just because I know that probably Zlatogriv will be leaving that lane by itself for a while, so I don't have to worry about any crazy hijinks coming out of there. And so we can both ignore it, frankly, for a bit. And the upgrades must be getting... Oh, interesting that he must be going after kind of the tower upgrades instead of just the flat unit upgrades. Which, each have their own merit. So I'm not going to be knocking him for that. I think maybe it would have been better to have gone for the... I'm not going to knock him for that. Immediately knocks him for that. I do think it probably would have been a little better for him to go with unit upgrades because of how quickly the Naga can spiral out of control. Okay, so our Infernals have remade an appearance. Oh, and are actually slammed right into the middle of the Naga push, and looks like are really gonna be damaging that push. Yeah, that screwed up a lot of stuff for that push. Ooh. Well, go Infernals. Definitely not going to be, disappointed about that. Okay, so 3,000. What I think I probably want is the improved extra shards, if I had to pick. That would probably be my top. And I do have to pick. That would probably be my top, just so all of a sudden now instead of having 6 Infernals on the field, we now have 9. Great. Yeah, so Zalashir is going to be an issue, but if we dump everything onto him, we'll be able to negate... Oh my god. Okay, Revi's left the game, so we've lost the dwarf, so it's me versus the Naga. This is normally when I would begin, kind of like overtures, kind of like just you and me or something like that. But something tells me that I don't think he would be tremendously receptive to that. So I'm just gonna leave him alone. I don't want to piss him off more than my play already has. Okay, so now this is becoming less cute and more problematic. Though Zalashir's about to go down. Okay. And let's get some units out. There it is. Okay. Do I want basic demon strength, or do I want to keep up... I think I honestly just want to keep upgrading my... Okay. So Leva Red has lost their middle barracks. They're going to be losing their fortress pretty damn soon. Oh, that's another thing I've completely been ignoring. Level 4 barracks. I'm an idiot. When? Where? What? How did this happen? How did you show up here? But Naga heroes, man. It's very sticky. Very irritating. But, okay, so we're chewing through that. Yeah, that's... Oh, buddy. Oh, okay, so he did. Alright. I was like, oh, he had to use that just against us. That's always grim. I will be upgrading the Chaos Spire next. Simply what's gonna happen. And against all odds, it looks like the Dwarves held. You know, good on the Dwarves. I'm sorry he left, but 1975, come on, hit that there. 2015, 2031. We went straight into the future there. Okay, great. So now we are gonna... Oh, Snapjaw. Oh, it's because they're coming through the middle. Okay, that's how that's happening. Okay. Come on, can we kill Athissa? There's no way we can kill Athissa. She's healing faster than we can do damage to her. So Athissa's going to come out in better shape than when she did going into the fight. Alright, so we are dropping Molten Fell boulders on them. We are doing okay. We're doing well here, and our Infernal's really, really tying up the Naga. I mean, single-handedly so. And Snapjaw actually taking a phenomenal amount more damage than I anticipated him taking. And now the Infernals are actually pushing the Naga back out of the middle, which we have no business doing. But that's what's happening. And here we are, and it looks like this might be it for... Yeah, this is it for their fortress. And there it is. And so is Zlatogriv going to stick with us? I mean, Zlatogriv, I mean, I have to say, I'm very... As unhappy as he was with me, I really, really do appreciate his play style and his attitude towards the game. Okay, attitude perhaps not the right word, but his grim determination towards the game. Because, you know, he's giving me and you guys a real game to watch, a real kind of event, and that's fun for me, and that's something I'm very thankful for. So, okay, and oh, this is just an aggressive amount of Infernals, and man, the Infernals just completely ball out of control. So we're doing pretty well. It's been a 42-minute game. We are, you know, I would say we're pretty comfortable in in terms of upgrades and where we are relative to the other players. But things can still change. I mean, we saw that push. That push came in, and you know, had I had I been a little more lax about it, it could have probably caused a decent amount of damage. And now, here come really kind of a lot of different pushes here. So the Naga push, unfortunately, is really going to be impeded by the fact... Okay, my Infernals... Okay, now that... Nope. My Infernals are so weird. They're like... You know, they're like toddlers just running from one shiny thing to another shiny thing. Bless their hearts. They're little toddlers of death. Well, that's the name of this video, Little Toddlers of Death. And we're chewing... Okay, so they've lost their right barracks, so Lever Red is done. But unfortunately, that's a big push with a lot of heroes. It's 2 heroes. But one thing that I do think is going to be playing a bigger and bigger part in this is the fact that Zlatlan has really... Zlatogriv. Zlatlan is a old school Warhammer faction, I believe. in Warhammer 2, Zlatlan. Zlatogriv is the fact that he is really relying on his heroes, and the second these heroes go down, that throws huge openings into his defensive strategy. Like, for instance, with Lady Vash, who's gonna be going down soon, it's gonna be tough. I mean, it would be different if he'd picked the hero upgrade as his buff. You know, the heroes getting items and things like that. That would really severely change the course of the game. But the fact that he didn't means that his heroes will only get strong to a point. And we are just going to keep pumping out these units. I don't think we're going to have enough for the Doom Lord, so this is actually kind of a very scary push, because Zalashir is also here, and we saw how much, you know, stickiness Zalashir had, and they've got a big push coming in here. So all of a sudden, my position is not nearly as tenable as I'd anticipated. 3, 2, 1, let's pop Rage Pyre, and I'm going to let these guys get a little closer. And then Rain of Fire them. Okay, so that helped. That helped in a big way. So Snapjaw is going to be a big problem, so let's focus everything we've got on Snapjaw. Because we still have units coming down here. And part of me wants to hold on for the Doom Lord. 11, 10, 9. Yeah, I mean, because we're charging up the middle. Our Infernals are causing absolute mayhem in the middle. Are they the ones hitting the barracks? Yep. So I mean, it was a worthy last strike, but I think that's it for the Naga here. Rage Pyre, the Fire Lord, has fallen. Unfortunately, Zalashir still not dead, so I'm gonna pop Kazak here soon. Come on, 2750, give me that sweet 2750. There it is. Okay, so Doomlord Kazak is out, and we are hitting them here. And this looks like this is kind of the death throes of the Naga, because we are chewing through their units. Granted, they're really, really doing a lot of damage, a lot more damage to my barracks, I mean, to my buildings than I wanted them to. But here we are, I mean, we're chewing through there. And honestly, major props to Zlatogriv for sticking with the game. I really cannot commend him enough. I mean, unfortunately, it was, to a certain degree, decided fairly early on, how the game was going to go, but the fact that he stuck with it, and the fact that he really made... The thing is, he is also one of the main people that really knocked the Dwarves out. You know, if the Dwarves had been left completely unimpeded, what exactly would have happened there? So, yeah. I mean, this is just a long, I guess, a convoluted way of saying, always stick with it. And Snapjaw is back, so he is not going gentle into that good night. He is fighting he's fighting me tooth and nail, and that's exactly perfect. That's what I love. I love fighting to the absolute end. So I probably want Cleaving Attack. And then Vorpal Daggers. And, okay, there goes. His barracks are under attack. Huge push coming in here. And this might actually be... I mean, I've said this might be it a couple times. I don't know. Snapjaw is holding his ground. And Zalashir has reappeared. So the two big boys have really... The two of the guys who have really... Here, menu, options, gameplay. Oh, he's been defeated. I was hoping we could fight it out. But Zlatogriv had the most gold, highest gold per minute. He killed the most units. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love that strategy. It was fun to get a demon build in. I hope you guys enjoyed the the infernal strategy. It was ridiculous. I loved it, and I know in my personal games I will be using that more often. Well, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any other suggestions, I'm always open. And this is Sergeant Neutral, signing out.